Hey guys, thank you so much for joining the Made for Your Business YouTube channel. I'm so excited you're here. This is going to be a place to get all your tips and tricks on how to start your business or to get your current business reorganized and realigned to where you want it to be. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over one of my favorite topics. This is going to be a two-part series, so this week is all about goal setting. If you know me, I love making goals. I think they're so beneficial, not only to your business, but to your personal life as well. You can set so many goals and just things that you want to reach, and then really make them attainable because, we all can set goals and say, okay, this is what I want to do. But if we don't kind of write them down and have a plan, they're not going to get done. So I'm going to give you some of my tips to how to set your goals, kind of fun things that you can do to get to your goals, to reach them. So let's get started. So my very first thing that I like to do is I really like to think of my future self. So really think of like, what do I want to accomplish in this lifetime? What does that look like? So what do I look like in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years down the road, to make myself, what do I need to do to get there? So what can I do now within the next 12 weeks, within the next year, to get myself to get closer to that goal, to that future self, whatever that looks like. So say if it's, I want to have a really close family unit, spending time with my family is really important, making my own schedule, all those kind of things. You can kind of take those and break them down more into goals that you can use now. So I recommend just doing a big brain dump, writing all the things, just let it fly. Don't make it pretty or anything like that. Just whatever comes to mind, write it down. And then from there, you can kind of pick and choose the ones that you want to work on. So from there, you have your brain dump of what your future self looks like. So what I recommend doing is taking 3 to 4 things from there and creating your core goals. So I like to create my personal and my business goals, because there's so many things that you can accomplish. It's not just stuff in your business. It's not just hitting those revenue markers or growing the business. It's what does my personal life look like? What do I want to accomplish in my family? Or what can I do to make myself feel better? Maybe that's health goals. Maybe that's, hanging out with friends more, all that kind of stuff. So really just think about all those kind of things. That's why I like separating the personal and business goals, because it's all life, and we want to accomplish so many things and we want to just live a happy life. So really separating those two things is huge. So what you want to do is take those 3 to 4 main goals. So for me, in my business, one was I wanted to start a VA agency. So that's my core goal. So then from there, you want to take that and break it down into smaller steps, even further, just so you can kind of grow on to it. You can take that and where you're headed, instead of build a VA agency. Well, okay, that doesn't give me any direction and I'm not going to be able to go any further with that. So what it looked like for me was I want to grow my VA agency. So I want to have employees, I want to have a team. So what does that look like? Either I'm going to hire subcontractors, I'm going to hire employees. So then one of my steps is team members. So then from there, I'm going to break it down even further, which we'll talk about in the next video. But then it will be like, okay, what do I need to research, or what does that look like for me? Another is a revenue goal. So what revenue do I want to hit this year in my agency? And then who do I want to help, and what does it look like? Who are we serving? All that kind of stuff. So that would be my core goals via agency, and then all those things kind of align under it. For my personal one, so I felt, after the pandemic and working from home and being on mat leave, my connections with people had really started to falter. I wasn't feeling that tight knit as I had before. A lot of my personal relationships kind of felt like they were just, floundering, because you just get busy and then you get used to this other life. So one of my main ones this year was really making those connections and making new connections too, and meeting new people. So one of the things I had was have a monthly event with my sister. So me and the kids and her will go do something, because I felt like I wasn't seeing her as much. especially over the pandemic, and like, can we hang out? Can we not hang out? All that kind of stuff. So that was really important to me, to be able to build that relationship again. Another one was networking and meeting new people, because when you start a business, it is a huge it's a change, and it is different than kind of the corporate lifestyle. So maybe your other friendships and stuff aren't you just don't have that, it just doesn't feel the same. So I wanted to get out and meet new people. So another one was to join a networking event every month, meeting new people, building that core 5 people that I want to hang out with. So that was really important to me as well. So that's it. You kind of get the picture. You want to create your core goals and then break those down even more. And then another thing, my favorite part of this is, what you want to do is set a really scary, out of the box, makes you want to kind of throw up a bit goal, because that's going to be the exciting one. That's the one that's going to push you and help you grow as a person. And then you're going to be able to look back and be like, oh man, I did that thing. I was out of my comfort zone. I did not want to do it. It was scary. But those are the ones that help you grow. So mine was, by the end of the year, I want to do a speaking engagement. I want to talk in front of people. That's my goal. And if you know me, that's something way out of the box. I never would have thought last year even that would be on my goal list, because that is way too scary. I couldn't even go on Instagram stories last year. I was terrified. But by making it a goal, I'm kind of breaking it down and doing these bite-sized pieces. So one of the goals was go on stories. And I did it, and it was terrifying, and now it's not a big deal. These YouTube videos, the podcasts, it all is helping me grow and evolve as a person, to get to where I want to be. So just taking that core goal and breaking it down to easy, attainable steps helps you get there, and it helps you kind of get out of your comfort zone and get to where you want to be. So I would highly, highly recommend taking that goal and having that on your list, a big scary goal, because otherwise you just get comfortable and you stay in your comfort zone, and that's not what we want. We want to grow as people, and expand and all that kind of stuff. Maybe the personal one is you want to get out of debt in the next 2 years. So that's going to take a lot of courage. You're going to have to cut back on a lot of things, maybe not eat out as much, or kind of go out as often, or spend money just here and there. You're going to have to make a budget. You're going to have to really look at what you're spending your money on. Where can you save? All that kind of stuff. So that's a big, scary goal for sure. But think about the outcome. Once you do it, it's going to be game changing. It's going to change your life. So yeah, I just really, really recommend that you take that and go for it. So those are my big tips on goals. I would love to hear if you're going to set yourself a big, scary goal. Tell me what it is below. I would love to know, because those are the best ones. And then I want to see you crush it, because that's the most exciting part. So thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, we will be talking about accountability, how you take these goals and break them down even further. So I hope you guys join me. Love seeing you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.